Bagman jest the sounds from
Back again, Herschel. She's beautiful, isn't she? Pure. There's no reason to assume this is Mr. Reno's cat. Sure, Herschel. People like you and me, we're not supposed to meet a cat like this. We can't really handle just an animal. Herschel, this cat is magnificent. You're lucky this cat doesn't speak or understand human. I don't know yet, but whatever it is, I know it will be okay. Listen, it's a big thing petting a high-grade cat like this. But then, if you need to do it, of course, who am I to stop you from petting a cat?
the joints of your fingers dissolve in the voluminous Y.
Listen, it's a... But then, if you need to do it, probably for the best, Herschel. What could I have against it? I know. You're thinking very short-term, Herschel. I'm disappointed. In my new position, I've developed a number of very highly placed sources.
Big, if true.
Very sneaky. But I'm in no position to share that information at this time. Your old friend Ignatz has been moving up in the world. I'm on a very complex and sensitive assignment. Secret treaties will be discussed in a matter of days, in this very apartment. Your old asset Ignatz is here, preparing the field, so to speak. Nice try. You know I can't tell you that. Don't worry, it is not the bank. A man's got to know who he is and who he isn't. Otherwise, who is he? Please, Herschel, that's a very offensive term to use. Some of them are very honorable people. Servants of the state, like you. You and me both, no doubt. But here we are, affixing the oxygen mask to its thin and dry face. In any event, it's a very unusual arrangement. I'm basically de facto lead on this assignment. Currently, I'm overseeing the sanitation technicians. It may seem pedestrian, but in reality the responsibility could only be handled by someone at the level of de facto lead. It's very straightforward. I'd like you to take some wildlife photography. I would like to see some leaky animals in their natural habitat, doing what such animals do. Oh, Herschel, where has the passion gone? But fine, I'll indulge. One of the men providing physical security for these upcoming talks is a Carabinero rat. He's leaking information to his controller.
That wasn't too difficult to spell.
I need a photo of this leaking in action. Seriously? Does the opera expect you to subsist on charity?
Post-historical materialism needs no photos of it.
Fortunately for you, I will be supplying the camera on this assignment. This is a one-time opportunity. I need you committed before this place is cleaned up. I'd hate for you to miss out on a chance for us to collaborate again. I have ascertained the filthy Carabinero, and I have also ascertained his controller. All you need to do is get them on film together. Very good. The animal you're looking for always wears half his uniform, even of ours. You'll know him by his corrupt, sleazy demeanor, his dead eyes, and dark, floppy hair. Truly, an unappealing individual. In a proper society, he'd be euthanized or at least kept indoors. A local woman, about your age, with a mole on her cheek. It took all my skills and training to ascertain their true identity. They meet every day on the bridge that's east of the bazaar roundabout. A great place for some filthy fucking animals to do their leaky business, apparently. You'll need to use this camera. It's a very special piece of technology, but the film inside of it is even more special. Make sure you use it.
Danger. How about a self-portrait or a still shot of a beautiful landscape?
My new employers have different ideas about privacy and conscience than you or I. But I can't judge. Another man's house, another man's rules. They're trying to build a post-historical final society, with a final man as its subject. So naturally they can't have old-style thoughts going around.
A psychographic camera.
Thoughts, Herschel. It takes pictures of thoughts.
A machine to picture the inner workings of the soul. A miracle of light, glass, and chemicals to preserve that which has so rarely been known.
Please, Herschel. The poor woman does not exist. It's a mere fabrication by the lonely, deprived mind of a small business owner. No. A de facto counterintelligence lead cannot risk being seen in the same place twice. Once you've got the photos developed, meet me on the rooftops of the housing campaign. Any night.
A secret meeting within a labyrinth of aerials. Sending and receiving.
Just one quality photograph of the Carabinero leaking in the wild will do. Make sure you get the woman too. And try not to call attention to yourself. These are... Herschel, I thought you would be coming here for your old friend Ignaz. Mr. Reno, I believe, is in the kitchen, waiting for this operation to conclude. Very good. I'll be waiting. It's a pleasure to be working together again.
You have never.
Oh, hello. You're not with the cleaners, I take it.
The man stares around, a guest at his own vivis.
Cleaning, apparently. I've never seen such disarray.
His own appearance is neat and precisely kempt. Even the way his jumper is tied around his neck appears studied and deliberate.
Have you seen my model train? I suspect one of the cleaners may have misplaced it.
Stop all the clocks. A purloined model kit. This investigation is priority alpha. Still looking around the room. He doesn't really...
I'm Reno, or Rinotel. What? Yes, that's me.
He doesn't like being called the phone guy.
I really don't want to get into it now.
You'd guess a penthouse like this probably goes for about 6 million sol. This one is not currently fit for human habitation. Looks like boars live here. Smells like it too.
Oscar is alive. Thank heavens. But no, I have nothing to say on this now. Just look at this mess. We do.
He shakes his head slightly, as if having forgotten the concept of business matters.
There are no tricks to it. It's largely compound interest and time. Well, it's not very politic to say, but most people suffer from poor impulse control.
Factually untrue, as evidenced by his ilk's corpses not dangling from the city's lampposts.
Only to an extent. Agency remains in play, you see. To tell you the truth, my own impulse control, or lack thereof, has been a lifelong course.
First fault, best fault.
My business endeavors have succeeded because I've spent years fighting my own wiring. To not fall prey to market logic, but instead, bypass it. The market ebbs and flows, as you know. That, in turn, locks us into investment cycles that I personally have grown rather weary of. So, to challenge my higher education bias, I've hired a special consultant. He's a medium of sorts, highly attuned to transmigratory souls. These interstitial beings are a rich source of counter-cyclical investment advice. A Rustamian who literally washed up on the shore one day. Mysterious fellow.
Mysterious Rustamian. Radian. Could be anyone.
Now, was there...
He looks at his watch. His forehead accordions.
Of course, he's the cleaning coordinator. I've been assured the Lusians are handling his bill. She's magnificent, isn't she?
White and silver entwined. Softness that should be... A feline ancestor stalks the dark, snowy forests.
Where to even start? It's an extremely rare kit.
A vacuum mega rail train designed for lunar operations.
I'd really like to find it. My God. Where did you find this? Ah, the eccentric rods. Tricky. But this is a very credible repair job. Thank you. You have no idea what this means to me.
His eyes well up as he turns his back to you, gently cuddling the model train. His shoulders rise and fall as he sighs.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Discrepancy found.
None. Where have you come by that idea? If you know Oscar, then you practically know everything. Let's be clear, that any dealings are strictly speculative.
It seems like a non sequitur, but this is the way of men of business.
That's correct. The moon doesn't care about politics. And besides, my involvement has mostly been via my contacts within Emter. I had very little to do with our strange cousins. No one can own a celestial body. Property and salvage laws are very clear about that. I'm afraid I don't know anything about the negotiations themselves. I'm just a friend of Oscar's.
All the same, worth
The Minister of Mass Culture? Yes. I gathered that he will be representing La Luz at the negotiating table. Never.
The man sighs deeply and closes his eyes. He wants you to be gone when he opens them again.
Well, there was also his deputy, the junior to Oscar Sr. Though I have to say, the young man seemed quite stressed. That's it, Frederick. Strange young man. He's the one to speak to, I would say. Now please, let's never discuss this matter again. Be well.
Ahead, the city welcome. Heads bent together, the man with dark floppy hair and the woman in the pelota jersey are lost in some private conversation. That's a cop. And she's... Huh. Well, she's the bartender from the Fogged Mirror. The Carabiniero murmurs something to her. She frowns. We cannot hear the exchange. Here you are. An almost insultingly basic surveillance assignment. In your hands, it feels consequential. It would be much easier to take a decent picture from less distance. One shot, make it count. The pair are totally focused on each other, oblivious to your presence. You can see that the woman is holding a silver medallion between the fingers of one hand. Razelhag, the snake charmer, star of control and command. Her eyes don't settle on the Carabinero, even as he speaks to her, as if expecting to be caught. Something's not adding up here. The back of her hand grazes the side of his face. He leans into the brief touch. He's made a show of bringing you into a secret fold. Set you trials to pass, promised to confide his secret. The job has nothing to do with the photos. It's about you. Be glad he only followed you around the bazaar. These people he's so fixated on aren't even spies. They're just having some minor affair. He stumbled on evidence of their trysts, likely while following Lucia around. He's 100% stalking her. And in his espionage-obsessed imagination, he twisted it to suit his own interests. Are you sure you want to think about that? The woman's head is solidly in frame, but unfortunately, the view is of the back of her blonde ponytail, rather than her face. Attracting attention is a risk, but a better angle may present itself. The clatter of the bazaar drowns out the click of your fingers. Lucia's head turns to follow the high-pitched sound, but in the ambient white noise of the bazaar, she cannot pinpoint its origins. Profile, clear view. Heads bent together. That's a cop. And she... well... The Carabiniero murmurs something to her. You cannot hear... Here you are. In your hands. It would be much easier. One shot. Make it count. The pair are totally focused on each other. Oblivious to your... You can see Razzle hard, her eyes as if expecting something's not. The back of her hand grazes the side of his face. He leans into the brief touch. He's made a show of bringing you into a secret fold. The job has nothing to do. Be glad he only followed. He stumbled on evidence of their trick. He'll tell you something. The woman's head. Attracting attention is a risk. The clatter of the... Lucia's head. Profile. Clear. The woman's head is solidly in frame. Attracting attention. Lucia's head turns to follow the... Profile. Clear. A press of your finger, the click of the lens. Just as she blinks, and he opens his mouth to say something. It is not one for the gallery spaces, but both of their faces are most likely visible. She closes her eyes. With your subjects none the wiser. On the bed in the room beyond, a figure writhes in the throes of some exquisite discomfort. Each flash reproduces the world in monochrome, muscles clenched in futile effort. A syllable strains against his lips. The other man in the room watches with unblinking intensity. It's Reno, the richest man in Portofino, here in this dilapidated houseboat. The impresario does not even seem to hear you. Entranced, a reptile in the throes of worship. Either a medical emergency or a spiritual one. Last instance before pressure release. You have time for one deep breath and the attendant drop in heart rate before it. The syllable erupts from a twisted mouth. Galaxies of desperation sucked into the pupil's widening void. Recognition, inescapable, undeniable.
Mater! Mater! Mater!
Full body spasms
All right. I'm getting violence. Animal imagery. Masculinity, perhaps.
You want to intervene, but you can't. Every signal hits you raw and simultaneous, morbidly transfixed. You as much a slave to what you are watching as the unblinking spectator.
Coward! Coward! Body!
All right. I hear winds. Sky.
An audible crack in his spine as he arches backwards. A marionette with strings yanked, then he lets go of the light bulb. It stops flickering. His chest heaves as the spasms subside. What remains of the convulsions leaks out of him in a series of exhausted trembles.
I see. Well, thank you. Yes, thank you.
He looks through you with a gaze at once arrogant and detached.
This was a private consultation.
He brushes past you without another word. Payment. The price of Ramses's nervous system. Behind him, from the floor, a noise. Ramses's breaths come in staggered bursts. One arm braces against the floor as he tries. It is the future. Your old asset aged 100 years in the 5 that have elapsed.
Jackhammer's in my fucking skull. But there's a nice groove to it.
Asset Radiant, comms specialist. Ramses Tayed Al-Fatik Malloy, plague metal worshipper. Or at least, he was.
I'll get up in a minute. Trying to decide if I'm hallucinating you first.
Guess that settles it.
Still shuddering and a little incredulous, Ramses settles back into reality and examines you.
Strange days, Hirsch.
The clothes hang loosely on a frame that has lost more than half its musculature. That's him. Mine's fucked, face worse. But that's our boy. Timestamp. 5 years, 3 months since his lopsided smile is the same.
Been worse. In fact, fucking... just moments ago.
His fingers twitch in jittery bursts, post-tictal tremors, the aftershock of a seizure.
It's just a gig, Hirsch. Good money.
650 sol. Exploitation money, reserved for those willing to undergo serious bodily harm for what they do.
Yeah, well, I don't know that I've got too much left to trade.
A moment passes. He gives you a weird look.
Shit. You don't know, do you? The weeping eye came from me.
Right after his name slipped from Kindred's bloodied lips. One by one, your crew was picked off while you were whisked away to safety. The flailing limbs of the body politic suffer while the head buries itself in the sand.
5 years ago, H. They wiped me clean. Identification, papers, residency. It's all gone. Not much to tell, H. Fucking... Ones that picked me up were dressed like carabineros. Drove me to, I don't know, some kind of cover apartment. Fluorescent lighting, concrete walls. You know how it is. Eventually 2 women show up. Lucian. I've been in Portofino long enough. I've got the accents down. But more than that, there's the whole fucking...
The get-up, the fashion, the aesthetics of Lusian mass culture, the faces. Strange cousins to Portofirans in more ways than one.
Oh, they weren't even trying. Fucking shiny new uniforms with tacky plastic badges. Looked more like strippers than anything. Besides, I've had my share of run-ins with the carabineros. Pussies, down to the last one. Foreign suits, shaved heads, both of them. Green eyes, I think. They were calm and polite.
The weeping eyes interrogate a class. Professional torturers, typically with shorn heads in order to honor the defector Belkov, from whom their training originates.
Information about us, but what little I knew they already had. I don't know. I had assumed.
That's how it always goes. Some loose ends that can't be tied off.
They let me go about a day later. Came back to a ransacked boat. Power, water, phone line, all dead. Figured they'd broken shit for fun. Yeah, I made calls. My accounts were gone. The Casa de Registro had nothing under my name. Identification, work permit, all gone. They just fucking erased me, H.
Conclusion. You are speaking to a phantom.
More than once, I was informed Ramses Taid al-Fatik Moloi doesn't exist. I tried to argue that I'm me, on account of... fucking... Turns out presence is not proof of existence. I'm the wrong person to ask. I figured that was standard for, you know.
You people.
Yeah. For a while I was doing small gigs. Fixing old gear. Radios, instruments, that kind of stuff. But eventually...
His gaze drifts downwards. The seizure you saw may have been self-induced, but others are not.
What gave it away? Yeah, I had it under control back then.
Radiant. No mention of epilepsy found. Medical conditions. Left blank.
Yeah, well, it was easier to hide back then.
A small silence as you rearrange your understandings of each other.
Anyway, that's the short version. You're looking at what's left of me. Let me guess. Knew it. 5 years. I wondered if you were dead or locked up, you know? Even worse. Look, whatever this is, I'm not... I mean, you got eyes. Something for the wiring upstairs, H. Carbamazepine, oxcarbazepine, anticonvulsants. Sans prescription, obviously, on account of me not existing and all. Doubt it'll work. Even prescription holders are struggling lately. It's not just anti-epileptic pills. Things don't flow into the city the way they used to. All right, Hirsch, you see what you can do, yeah? Reno? What the fuck are you?
He stalls momentarily as his brain computes the information.
I never fucking... He never told me his name. All I knew was that he was big money. Fucking rich people, H. If it's not paying a dominatrix to shit in their mouths, it's this stuff. Honestly, I should be grateful. I don't have the looks to be a dominatrix.
There is no better dominatrix than the stay. We will satisfy all the urges. Satisfy them irrevocably.
Fucking... I don't even think this is mid-order, as far as these things go. He thinks I'm some kind of oracle. Basically, I speak in tongues, he listens and does some word association shit with what he hears. No, and he doesn't really think I can. It's more, you know, looser. He calls it intuition hacking.
Perhaps. But behind it all, there is something else, far simpler. The power to pay someone to have a medical emergency for your viewing pleasure.
Does it look like I do? Nah. Burned off most of the gear, even. There's a couple of things I couldn't bring myself to get rid of. Fucking, you know. Mostly the shit I made myself.
A good deal of Ramses's equipment always consisted of improvised devices, cobbled up from the cannibalized remains of consumer electronics.
Nah. Hardly leave this fucking houseboat. There's a bunch of crickets around here somewhere. You can have them if you find them. Should...
Crickets, as in bugs. Ramses's signature wiretap devices.
Yeah. Me and Holocene did a fucking sleepover, H. It's a miracle I've even seen my dealer, as far as I'm concerned.
When all was said and done, the weed plug is Ramses's last point of contact with the world of humans.
Hopper is still keeping you on a starvation diet, huh? If they could, they fucking would. Here, it's something. No, you won't. And I wouldn't ask you to. See you around, H.
Spare me the bleating you call an accent and listen up. Metoprolol, you eunuch diddling azzurri. That's what I paid for, not atenolol.
Your ears thrum at the mention of generic brands.
Veloci, that you're intelligible at all is only the byproduct of my concentrated effort to withstand the ugliest sounds the human glottis is capable of producing. The order better be here by tomorrow. Of course I fucking know the process.
A series of phone numbers scribbled hastily, but not quite there. A direct line to his suppliers. If the good doctor won't sell, he'll have to go over his head.
Tell your delivery boy that if he gets the wrong batch again, he's dead. Azuris, a species-wide clerical error. A piece in jars and call it chemistry. Now, what do you want? Hey. Treatable. Riding the spastic dragon. If you want to go old school, potassium bromide. Get it right at the base of the motor cortex. Smother it like an aging relative with a big insurance policy.
Rendering the patient almost vegetative. No neurological activity means no seizure.
Well, based on what you did to that last one, mine's a fair assumption. Sign him up for the city medical program. They'll set you up with one of those humane, modern drugs. Patronizing little desk fuckers. Sorry, sister. Boring drugs are wholesale only. Anything that doesn't make you see shit and then want to fuck the shit you see, all that's either above or nothing. 30 grand per crate. Cash. I'll believe it when I see it. You reek of illiquidity.
You heard him talking to his suppliers. You need to find a way to get through to him directly. Another pair of ears is what you need. Panopticon hearing to know what he says when he thinks no one is present. Somehow, he knew you would need them.
Call it muscle memory.
Surveillance master, wiretapper extraordinaire, a man capable of planting an invisible bug on a moving tuk-tuk. There's no best time to bug a place. If you can do it then and there, do so.
Alternatively, your friend could just get a fucking prescription.
He knows full well you wouldn't be here if that were an option.
Do with it what you will. Terminal in breathing.
A little prejudice builds rapport faster than truth.
Don't use that word. Conjures up a migraine. You want anything done in the city, you have to learn to deal with those animals. No two ways about it.
Coincides with the information on file. The Azuri mob has recently become the regional power on all things illegal in Portofino.
Told you before. Unless you're liquid, don't bother. No. Find your own inbred supply. Now, why are you here? Again.
You return to the wasteland. Its solo inhabitant now there in body, if not in mind. The doctor drums his...
Bored? What do you want?
You return to the wasteland. Its solo inhabitant... The doctor drums...
Bored? What do you want?
You return to the wasteland. Its solo inhabitant now there in body. You are face to face across a desk from two of the widest, most derangedly awake eyes you've ever seen. Sleight of hand won't do it. Instead of trying to hide yourself from him, make him blind to you. He's just a nudge away at the best of times. Push him.
Oh, you do you? Well, let me tell you something about half-doctors.
The veins in his eyes pre-pop in anticipation of what's about to happen.
You're all the same. You sexless, tall-crotch envelope lickers. You look human to the untrained eye, but a true medical professional can see you for the fucking annelids you are.
Heat emanates from Gonzo as he works himself up into another rage. His eyes are staring dead at you and trembling, but they are no longer visual tools of any sort. You peel the adhesive off the cricket's flat side and reach under the hood of Gonza's lamp, where the sticky patch quickly finds its purchase. Somewhere in the background, Gonza's monologue continues, heedless of any audience but himself.
Fucking moral high ground. As if that whole fucking industry wasn't built on human experimentation.
Done. Once the good doctor calls someone, you'll be able to listen to the recordings with Ramses in his houseboat. Give it half a day before you check in with Ramses. Something will have been captured by then.
And for the record, the albino was gonna die anyway!
The shred of paper displays clear evidence of having been balled up in rage and then bitterly unfolded, but the numbers on it are still legible. You squint at the digits, trying to commit them to memory. The sequence of the numbers is rhythmic, almost rhymed. You commit all three to memory and archive them away.
Having bedded a few kleptomaniacs, I have sympathy, but no patience for your kind.
Foiled. You should return when the office is empty. The doctor drums his fingers on the dirty desktop and stares bitterly into the middle distance. You pick up the payphone, etched into the metal, something you didn't see. You recall the three numbers without effort.
Yeah? Oh, Emmy. It's Marcella. Gonza must have called you when he was here. What's with your voice? Have you been smoking?
Instant, no mistaken recognition. The character is prepared for you.
What happened? Did he wind up at your place again?
No need to delve too deeply. Just get to talking about the supplier before she senses something amiss.
Are you fucking with me?
Ice water sobering from the inside out.
The wholesale stuff? With the Azores? Did he now? Oh, he's dead. He's fucking dead. Not only does he have me dealing with that fucking voice that makes my skin crawl, if I complain about it even once, he passes it on to you and doesn't even tell me?
She's drifting off into her own rage sphere. You might be able to suss out one more detail before this call implodes upon you.
No. Gall is winding up at his first wife's house every other week. That I can live with. This, you stay right where you are, Emmy baby. I'm gonna stab the motherfucker in the stomach.
Sex and murder drives coming through muddled and strong. The line goes dead before you can say anything back. There was no chance of getting more than that out of her. The receiver clicks back into place. The Reno Tel Dolphin eyes you expectantly. You recall the three numbers without effort.
Yes. What is the ailment?
Every vowel turned into a diphthong. The kind of intonation that disgusted Gonzo over the phone. It could not be more obvious. This is him, Gonzo's wholesale supplier. For a moment, it seems like he's about to hang up. Silence wielded like a meat cleaver.
Process. Or I hang up now.
Time for total earnestness. The silence lingers. The man on the other end of the line lets out a breath.
Epileptic. In Azuriar, we make the epileptics dance, yes?
Another long pause.
Erase this number. Be smart. Epileptic.
The receiver clicks back into place.
Yes. Gonzar. You tell doctor. Process. I hang up now. Do not call again.
The receiver clicks.
Yes.
The other end is likewise silent. The receiver clicks back. You step away. You pick up the paper etched into them. You recall
Yes. What is the...
every vowel. It could not be more obvious. For a moment, silence willed it.
Process. Or I hang up now.
He's cocooned himself tight, wrapped thick in threats and demands for process. There is only a slim gap with which to disarm him. Act familiar. Again, silence.
What did you say?
You hear a deep, sucking inhalation.
Process. Intermediary only. I have not forgotten what I owe him, but he should not push luck. Then do not ask. And one more thing. Next time, you do not talk to driver.
Finally, he makes the mistake of assuming your identity and letting drop something he shouldn't. The weak link in the operation is the driver. This does not solve the problem of placing the order, but it is a step forward.
Do not lie. After last shipment, he told me he invite you for drink. You ask him things. He is honest, and this is rare. I do not want to get rid of him.
A principled man who can't keep his mouth shut. The receiver is set down with a heavy click. The receiver clicks back into place. You recall the three numbers without effort.
Yeah? Oh, Emmy.
Instant, no mistake.
What happened?
No need to delve too deeply. Just get to talking about the supplier before she senses something amiss.
Are you fucking with me?
Ice water sobering.
The wholesale stuff? With the Azores? Did he now? Oh, he's dead. He's fucking dead. Not only... If I complain about it even once, he...
She's drifting off into... You might be able to suss out one more detail before this call implodes.
Oh, don't you worry. No one is placing any orders. You stay right where you are, Emmy baby.
Sex and murder drives coming through muddled and strong. The line goes dead before... There was no chance. The receiver clicks back into place. You step away. The cleaning tuk-tuk with it. The tuk-tuk remains. The man looks across the roof in your direction.
Good evening. Pretty cool for us to meet here. In the dark like this, Herschel? Good. Good, Herschel. I knew I could count on you. Where are they? Herschel, this is very upsetting. You're even rustier than I thought. But don't worry. An experienced lead like me is able to rescue a marooned operant like you. Futuristic as it is, Lucian technology isn't so advanced that I can see the photos before you've developed the film. Bring me the prints, and then we'll talk. Be back soon.
I'll print. Very well.
She hefts. Her features seem to hide.
I've seen this camera before. This is a Lucian model. It depends. Where did you get...
She knows.
I told that degenerate I refuse to be involved in his little perversions any longer.
She tries to press the camera back into your hand.
When I open this up and take a look in the dark room, it had better not be what I think it is. 1 hour. No charge for paying tenant.
There's no such policy. She knows taking your money would make her another expense she can add to the Operant Bureau's running tab.
They'll be ready in an hour. I'll be here if you...
You step up to the terminal again. You close the...
You're back again.
The GM give... You step... The crackling... True. Inside you know it is over. You step away.
What? A jail?
The words fade almost to nothing as they leave her mouth.
Oh no. He was right. Did you see anything? Anything at all? Ile de Seuse. Dad's never been to Ile de Seuse. He's never even been out of Portofino.
I did it. She's becoming hysterical.
I can't talk right now.
She turns away from you in her stand. But
Sorry, I need to process what you told me. Come back later.
I'll be seeing you.
Welcome back, my good replay. Superblock baby. The false midnight. Impotent pop music reaching.
only a moment's hesitation. This man may detest the majority of music.
Check the shelf of despised subgenres under geopolitical novelties.
The vendor stares blankly at you.
It's my life. Fuck.
A single-use existence, erasing himself cell by cell.
It has its moments. No shortage of squalid replayers. Committing to an ideal is the fulfilling part.
As this manically depressed reactionary tried communism.
Thanks for the tip. I think I'll stick to the free. Maybe not. The bazaar is closed.
A low, tilting shelf marked geopolitical novel.
I'd advise you to burn it. But the fumes from the superblock quality plastics may kill us.
You turn your attention. The smuggler inclines his head in silent recognition. Everyone swears silence, and behind the words, you feel your old assets ghost, smiling. There's a hollow in his voice. He lowers his head. You step into the
People's Trade Bureau, Novesta's office. Go on. Trouble with the bank. Unsurprising. Very well. As in Nestor's failed launch. Excellent. There must... Certainly. But do get that... And? Of course. Until next time.
The receiver clicks back into play. You step away from the You step into...
People's Trade Bureau, Novesta. Until next time.
The receiver clicks...
People's Trade... Until next time.
The receiver...
People's Trade... Until next time.
The
People's Trade... Until next time.
The receiver... There is no answer. The receiver clicks back into place. The Reno Tail Dolphin eyes you. You step away.
Marcia. Ah, so...
Subtle and leering. Anglerfish smile.
Did the kids like it?
Yes, tell me. Did they like it? I hardly expected you to play with it, did I? What's... I knew
A trained operant. Technically harmless, weapons-grade creepy.
What threat? I've hardly...
Pigeon! That's the...
Slaver ages 10 years as the feeling of betrayal.
You said...
Bah, fuck!
The old man's not... He's experiencing what men like. Deathly quiet, loud shout.
What? Can't a man try and do...
For a moment,
You can't live off phone...
he wants the real thing. There is no end game.
I'm dying anyway. Who... You're welcome. Please, ask...
No sense of direct... Despite yourself.
These idiots could have done it. After all that high... Guess it's only fair. You did me a favor after all. When we talk...
A state sponsor. It'd be hard to focus. What with all those switches and die.
The enemy?
If orgasm is the little death, then death is the big orgasm.
She starts... Then the bombs start.
Saturation
She screams for me until her voice goes hoarse and she can't keep going. And then she goes silent. Look, anytime, miss. And if you ever feel like screaming, just call me.
He nods gruffly.
Wish I could see.
It's a bit shit.
Duchess is the only thing that makes this city halfway tolerable.
No translation needed, and not the slightest hint of irony.
Until next time.
Hello, again? Yes. How did she look? I'm not surprised.
That's how she was and remained.
Did you have a chance to tell her what I said? Good. good.
The doctor's heart is a snow globe. If you mean to bring kindred with you, a clean break is best.
Ah, that's good.
But it also means she...
I appreciate you stopping by to let me know. Yes. All right. Again? Hmm? Yes?
He would rather talk about...
Euthanasia?
They had to make sure it didn't... Human usage is much easier to design.
This is the best I can hope for. Yes. It was all...
You have a strong system.
I imagine they stripped it for components. A machine that could appear, to say nothing of the countless people our art might have helped. It was all...
You have a strong system.
I imagine they... Right, self-pity. Rarely up. All right. Yes. All right. Until next time.
Hard to believe, but it's...
This man matches the description. Is it possible this must...
There's nothing to talk about. The gap exists far beyond your plane of comprehension. Best to stay at your own remuneration level, for your own health. It's fucking cold.
He twirls on the spot, further tangling himself in the phone cord that's become wrapped around his neck. Motions entirely devoid of grace, a complete lack of bodily control. He gives you a quick, brutal appraisal.
Based on your appearances, I'd call that highly unlikely.
Such an insult to the people's drip cannot go unanswered.
You wouldn't believe these locals. The woman from the discount bin thinks she can comprehend the gap.
Maybe time to make a visit to the party alley Taylor. He turns his back to you, definitively. We can't stand for this disrespect any longer. Time to assemble. We're behind you all. The way forward is obvious. Duchess surely knows what this gap is all about. Just a little gap talk between girls. He sees us come in. Gang, scatter. The young man gives you...
Stay back, vagrant. You'll not get the jump on me.
There's no point going meat to me. You'll need a more techno solution. Then you'll be able to hear about this whole sordid affair. Your resident circuit surgeon. You've already located Radian. Get him back on his medic...
Nothing. Just my low net worth stalker.
You'll get him next time. Warily.
I'll print.
Her lips twist in a sour expression.
There's your pictures. And I don't mind saying, you should feel ashamed. Let me remind you, Mrs. Import Agent, that this is still a free city. We have the right to refuse service to anyone. And I don't care for voyeurs. I'll be here if you require anything.
Hello again, Herschel. What have you got for me? Good, good. Okay, Herschel, sure. It's more like all the time. I think I think that's a pretty full spectrum. Finally, it's like you only came here. Be back soon. Hello again, Herschel. What have you got for me? Be back soon. Hello again, Herschel. Okay, Herschel, sure. We can talk. Finally. Be back soon. Hello again, Herschel. What have you... Good. Good. Let me... Good. 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 Okay, Herschel. Sure. We can talk about... It's more... all the time. I think I think... That's a pretty... Finally. It's like you only came here for the cat, rather than your old friend Ignaz. Okay, Herschel. Sure. Fine. Be back soon.
My God.
You're a true shape changer, a high archon of fashion.
I don't think I should be alone right now. You're still leaking. Shh. The gap isn't part of anything. It's the absence of everything. All encompassed. Shh.
Warm spittle flecks your bed. Kill this little shit.
If they are to be believed. Who knows? Maybe it's all a ploy. Do you even comprehend what we...
Especially him.
Exactly! La Tour Vulgar, the whole post-historical framework, it's good. I have enough to keep track of as it is.
What? What? What were they doing there? A jail?
The words fade almost.
No. He was right. Did you see anything else? Anything at all? Okay, okay. Maybe they let him out, like you.
Did it?
I can't talk.
She turns away.
Welcome back, my good replay. Super block.
Only a moment.
Check the shelf of... maybe not.
A load. Geopol.
I'd advise you.
You turn your attention.
Marcia.
Subtle and leery. Anglerfish smile.
Did the kids like?
Yes, tell me. Did they like? I hardly expected it. What's... I knew...
A trained operator. Technically harmless.
What threat?
Pigeon!
Slaver ages 10 years as the feeling.
You said...
Bah, fuck.
The old man's normal. He's experiencing what? Deathly quiet. Loud Zhao hardly even breathes. The smile has gone from his features.
After all that high and mighty. Guess it's only fair. When we talk.
A state sponsor. It'd be hard to focus. What with all those...
The enemy.
If orgasm is the little death, then death is the big orgasm.
She starts. Then the bomb.
Saturation twist.
She screams anytime. And if you ever feel like screaming, it's a bit shit.
Duchess is the only thing.
No translation needed. He nods gruffly.
Wish I could say this. Until next time.
Hard to believe.
This man matches the... Is it possible this...
There's nothing to talk about. The gap exists. Best to stay at your own.
He twirls on the spot. Motions entirely devoid of grace. A complete lack of bodily control. He gives you a quick, brutal appraisal.
Based on your appearances, I'd call that highly unlikely.
Such an insult to the people's dream.
You wouldn't believe these locals. The woman from the discount bin thinks she can comprehend the gap.
Maybe time to make a visit to the party alley Taylor. He turns his back to you, definitively. We can't stand for this disrespect any longer. Time, we're behind you. The way forward is obvious. Duchess surely knows what this gap... Just a little gap talk between girls. We seize the unimpressive collection of limbs and retain Jism and twist him to face her. His face spotlit, quivering with terror and pleasure and an ever...
What's happening?
An intervention. The reallocation of resources.
Please.
We feel a great transfer of reserves from it. He wavers back and forth between you and his precious receiver for a few...
I have to go. There's someone from work here. I'm sorry. It was nice talk. You're from Interior Regulation.
MTA's personnel department, infamous for their hands-on approach to... His own febrile logic has turned in on itself. He thinks he's about to be dismissed. You're under no obligation to stop your opponent from making a mistake.
Oh, God, I knew it! This is a performance review. What? This? No, it...
Anticipation. Building.
But if I could tell you, then I wouldn't be here. No one outside of global situations has any idea what goes into negotiations at this level. The advanced planning itself requires thousands of workarounds, proposals, counter-proposals.
He wipes a wet lock of hair from in front of his glasses. No gang for him. Only work.
The gap. The luminous gap of unknown origin. The portal from which the minister of mass culture himself will emerge.
So that's it. A gap in the Grand Lich's official itinerary. Unknown even to enter. Wide enough for a bullet to go through. Whatever takes place inside this gap, it'll almost certainly be after the ginkgo has shed its leaves.
You trivialize its mysteries when you talk about the gap this way. But yes, what you say is technically accurate. No one on our side is permitted to know. Except for my superior. But they're keeping this knowledge very close. This Duchess, truly extraordinary. When I speak with her, it's like I'm speaking to my real superior. The High Priestess of the Gap. I don't know her real name. To me, she's only Silhouette.
A cryptonym. Meaning.
She's our best in Portofino, and the only one on our side who knows the nature of
The name. The last thing to be traded away.
In the central plaza in Party Alley, there's a little two-seater bar. Very easy to miss. She's there every night. That's where we perform our daily stand-ups. Does this mean you'll be giving me a good report to the interior regulation? That's what I want, of course.
The way he says it, he's not sure whether that's really true. A rivulet of blood emerges from his nostril. Shortness of breath, pale, sweaty complexion, nosebleeds, symptoms of hypertension. If he keeps going like this, he's going to stroke out in his 30s.
That's what this is? Would you like some Nurofen? I don't think I need it all anymore. I hope it helps you with your work.
Around you, thousands of copper strands reach out in as many directions.
If you'll just let me say some goodbyes.
You've wrung what you need from this limp rat. He turns back to the payphone.
My God, the suit.
You're a true shape check.
I don't think I should be alone, right?
Warily, the young.
I'll print. Very well.
She hefts the features seem.
I've seen this camera before. This is a Lusian model. It depends.
She knows.
I ask because this film is quite rare. But yes, I can develop them. 1 hour. No charge for...
There's no such policy. Another expense she can add.
They'll be ready in an hour. Not yet. They're still developing. I'll be here if you...
Hello, Cascade.
Standing very still at the fringes of the bar, your former double cuts a conspicuous and vaguely unnerving figure.
Well observed. I need to buy some new clothes. I confess I'm not exactly comfortable in such a public arena yet, but after the service you did for Miho, I felt... obligated. In. Miho looks forward to its collaboration with... and Cascade. Thank you for trusting me again. Of course, Cascade. That's us. My one condition.
His voice is reasonable, calm, utterly at odds with the sparks of fear behind his eyes. He can't face him again. A part of him still believes he let him down.
Cascade. I myself may no longer be compromised, but everything I said about the crew still holds true. We were betrayed once. Now we are contaminated.
A lost cause. He's not going to budge on this one.
Kindred was already susceptible to all sorts of... It might not even be kindred anymore. Absolutely not. If non-lucid is the order of the day, I would rather pick a vagrant myself. Though it's unsurprising, I trust you to find new allies worthy of our assignment, Cascade. Of course, we were sitting in that booth of Taxman, Estoc, Virtue, you, Radian, Kindred, me.
The air charges like a ritual.
I'm hardly going to forget the most flagrant breach of stagecraft I've ever committed in my professional life. Even after the crew collapse, he didn't destroy it? Though the true error, of course, was taking it in the first place. Because it was your birthday. But you're not, are you, Cascade? Not quite. So, along we all went for you, and why, we'll do so again. In some form. You mean a game of hypotheticals, Cascade?
The narrow space where anything...
Give me the parameters. The what is obvious. Zeroing out a major illusion diplomatic figure. Now, tell me, how and where? Your time is yours. I'll be here, Cascade.
Hello again. What'll it be? Is that his name? Does he really? How unfortunate. Ah, yeah, I'm already aware of his interest. The owner won't let me ban him. He hasn't started fights, doesn't try to grope anybody. He just sits at that table over there and stares, with that big camera in his lap. Yeah, but a persistent one. My life would... Do you want something to drink? See you.
Cascade.
Still no pants.
I was starting to worry you wouldn't come. I thought maybe our rivals had gotten to you.
It's not just earnestness. What fills his voice is a kind of anti-irony. And below the abyss of doubt. It's exactly the way those kids learn the law from their wolf show. Fiction imbibed with a seriousness that outstrips anything in real life.
Yes, yes. Now that I know they're after us, I've seen their minions everywhere. Shh. Synthetics, advanced aramid weaves, Lusian origin, bright...
Nearly the entire sub-30 population of the city. Most of whom...
Earlier today, a man came in here. No socks at all. Sandals.
The importer persona is simply not deep enough to occupy his whole personality. So it multiplies by nature, trying to fill the empty space where a person...
I know, but don't worry. Cascade, I neutralized him. Let's see how he gets around in theater with no money and no documents.
Instead of a vegetable, you've created a man in a perpetual psychotic break. And now he's robbing random pedestrians.
Fine. Anyway, what news do you have, Cascade? Has the time come? Balls deep. Just let me ask you one thing. We're going to assassinate somebody, aren't we? Just so you know, I'm ready. Yeah, of course. Not everyone. There's this one trade agent who I really, really loathe. I don't remember her name. Now that I think of it, I don't even have her face.
When he runs up against the limits of his memory.
Just a strong feeling of being judged by someone.
Like an epic romance from mythology, your hatred of Esti echoes.
Esti. No. She's the only one. I think.
He nods silently.
I'm here.
Cascade, I've been playing I Spy relentlessly with myself to pass the time. Pretty even as things stand, but I'm certain I can best me. Let's have them. Have another... Please make them quick and vague. Miho is all ear. Miho will certainly... I concur. I'll be here, Cascade.
The brightly colored cans and... Have you changed your...
I'll print. Not yet. There's still... Not yet. Very well. Didn't you see the workbench? Play nice. Very well. Yes. What?
He doesn't at all align with the shadowy image of a Lusian secret policeman.
Perhaps he's lying to make himself... Being hated holds a certain power. Nesta knew that. The Lusians may well know it too. You? My goodness. This is...
But you've been lurched many times before.
Well, really just the one young lady. I suppose it's a little odd he just...
You're no type. You are singular. So
I'm afraid not. Anything is. Not yet. They're still developing. I'll be here if you... I'll print. Very well.
she hefts the camera. Her features seem to...
I've seen this camera before. This is a Lusian model. It depends.
She knows.
I ask because this... But yes, I can develop them. 1 hour. No charge for...
There's no such point. Another expense.
They'll be ready in an hour. Not yet. They're still developing. Very well. Didn't you see the workbench already? Is it... Play nice. Very well. Yes. What of him? What?
He doesn't at all align with the shadowy...
Perhaps he's lying. Being hated holds a certain power. You?
But you've been lurched many times before.
Well...
You're no type.
Blonde. Anything is. Very well.
She gives you a nod.
I'll be here if you...
Marcia? Ah.
Subtle and leery. Anglerfish smile.
Did the kids like it?
Yes, tell me. I hardly expect... What's the... I knew she wouldn't
A trained operant. Technically harmless.
What threat?
Pigeon! That's...
Slaver ages 10 years.
You said...
The fuck?
The old man's. He's experiencing what men like him fear most. Humility. Deathly quiet. Loud Zhao hardly even breathes. The smile is gone.
Please.
No sense of direct. Despite yourself.
These idiots could have done it too. After all that hype. Guess it's only fair. You did me a favor after all. When we talk.
A state sponsor. It'd be hard to focus.
The enemy?
If orgasm is the little death, then death is the...
No, no.
An analog joy.
Incendiary bombs, cluster munitions, blood, shrapnel, women pinned under... Can't have a...
Meanwhile, his
She starts screaming. Then the
saturation twist.
She screams for me until her voice goes anytime. And if you ever feel like screaming, just...
He nods gruffly.
Wish I could sit.
It's a bit shit.
Duchess is the only thing that makes this sit.
No translation needed.
Until next...
This man matches the description. Is it possible this mysterious gap he keeps on going on?
There's nothing to talk about. The gap exists far beyond your plane of comprehension. Best to stay at your own renewal.
He twirls on the spot. Motions entirely devoid of grace. A complete lack of bodily control. He gives you a quick, brutal appraisal.
Based on your appearances, I'd call that highly unlikely.
Such an insult to the people's dread.
You wouldn't believe these locals. The woman from the disc...
Maybe time to make a visit to the party alley. He turns his back to you. Definitively. We can't stand for this disrespect any longer. Time to We're behind you all. The way forward is obvious. Duchess surely knows what this gap is all about. Just a little gap talk between girls. We seize the unimpressive collection of limbs and retain Jism and twist him to face up. His face spotlit, quiver.
What's happened?
An intervention. The reallocation of resources.
Please.
We feel a great transfer of reserve. He wavers back and forth between you and his...
I have to go. There's someone from work here. You're from Interior Regulation.
MTAR's personnel department. His own febrile logic has turned in on itself. He thinks he's about to be dismissed. You're under no obligation to stop your opponent from making a mistake.
Oh, God, I knew it! This is a performance review. What? This? No, it's just a means of stress relief.
Anticipation. Building.
But if I could tell you, then I wouldn't be here. No one outside of global situations has any idea what goes into negotiations at this level.
He wipes a wet lock of hair from in front of... No gang for him. Only work. The sound of desire.
There are more than 100 nations in the developed world. Do you know what it takes to get 100 different parties to attain mutual satisfaction? The gap. The luminous gap of
So that's it. The gap in the Grand Lich's official itinerary. Unknown even to enter. Whatever takes place inside this gap, it'll almost certainly be after the ginkgo has shed its leaves.
You trivialize its mysteries when you talk about the gap this way. But yes, I also didn't understand at first. I thought it was just some primitive mind games our counterparties were playing. I thought once the gap closed, the negotiations would begin. Not at all. I've come to grasp that the true negotiations have been with the gap all along. No one on our side is permitted to know, except for my superior, but they're keeping this knowledge very close. The High Priestess of the Gap. I don't know her real name.
A cryptonym. Meaning.
She's our best in Portofino. And
The name. The last thing to be traded away.
in the central plaza at Party Alley, there's a little two-seater bar. Very easy to miss. She's there every night. That's where we perform our daily stand-ups. Does this mean you'll be giving me a good report to the Interior Regulation? But that would be it for me then. I'll be shelved, marked malafide.
The way he says it, he's not sure whether he'd consider a rivulet of blood a murder, shortness of breath. If he keeps going like this, he's going to stroke out in his 30s.
That's what this is? Would you like some Nuothin? I hope it helps you with your work.
All around you, thousands of copper strands.
If you'll just let me say some goodbyes.
You've wrung what you need from this limp. He turns back to the pavement.
I'll print.
Her lips twist in a...
There's your pictures. And I don't mind saying, you should feel ashamed. Let me remind you, Mrs. Import Agent, that this is still a free city. We have the... And I don't care for voyeur. I'll be here if you...
The man looks across the roof and
Good evening. Pretty cool for us to meet here. Good, good. Oh, wow. Are you for real? Herschel, I don't mean to be rude, but you sound like a fake friend. There is a power differential here that you do not seem to appreciate, and I have to tell you, as your de facto lead, this is concerning to me. Now let's get this rendezvous back on track. The photos, please. That's more like it. Now let's see what we have here. Herschel, I mean no offense, but these photos are kind of shit. Fortunately for you, I'm a man of absolute integrity. Wait for me, please.
the violet night comes on like a stain. The full moon makes its stately procession, as one by one, the first of the fixed stars reveal themselves. Sirius, Canopus, Arcturus. The light deceives at this latitude. The hour is later than it appears. In pre-modern astrological cultures, the moon was called the shield of man. When the moon smothers the sun, the resulting eclipse can alter the arc of pendulums down on Earth. Tradition holds that the stars grow restless when the summer moon is full. All in all, not a bad time of year to be in Port Faro. Aerotrams convey the middle classes to their apartments in Lower Viewdus and the Hill of Pigs. Little squares and ovals of light testify to their safe return. Meanwhile, the building managers, delivery men, and cleaning ladies return to Keysok. The classes may mingle during the day, but by evening they sort themselves back where they belong. Over the Hill of Pigs, a few lights flicker to life. The mild air fills your lungs once, then again. What are you doing here? One photo wasn't enough. The light of the moon hardens and it no longer appears flat, but as it is, a great brown mass of rock and metal. Against its illuminated surface, it's possible to make out the transits of artificial satellites. The moon's light frames your shadow against the rooftop. The last stop for failed spies of no further use to the opera. Men and women, stacked by the hundreds in dormitories filled with stale, recirculated oxygen. Up there, your heart beats twice as fast, working with dangerous machines under nearly feudal working conditions, beyond the legal authority of any government, all of whom benefit from access to rare metals. Rise up, you wretched of the moon. You have nothing to lose but your freeze-dried rations and your call to your own touch. A preview of coming attractions. You hear the surprisingly light tread of Ignatz returning.
To be completely honest with you, Herschel, that was a test of sorts. To see if we could work together in the future. And well, you basically failed it. But look, I see now that you really need help on this new assignment you've been given. So I'm going to help you out, even though you failed the test. Not everyone understands what we do, so we have to help one another when we can. My new employers, they're very into security, mental or otherwise. It's all part of their ideology, constructing a post-historical subject, and so forth. Okay, Herschel. I'll do my best to keep it primary school style for your sake. I shouldn't be telling you this, seriously, but the man I'm working for, his name is Buendia. I think your people call him 100 Eyes or something. I must tell you, it's very interesting. Using my knowledge of modern psychology and my keen powers of observation, I've concluded something is amiss with my new employers. Despite the unified face they put on for the world, I think I have detected subsurface tensions behind the placid expression. The eternal kind. Soft power against hard power. I do not think Mr. Buendia cares much for these culture people, even though he is responsible for their security. He is what you call a military hardliner. The muscles form a smile, but the expression is not very happy, if you follow my meaning. Wait, Herschel. I've been wondering just one thing. About the old days.
For the last time.
You never told me what was my cryptonym around the opera. You are right. We should not allude to our previous configuration in the presence of third parties. Sorry, I'm not available for the crew this time around. I held out as long as I could. But as you know, a man can't live off loyalty alone. Okay. If you ever manage to channel that hardness to your work, and not... Anyway, let's get...
He looks over one shoulder and...
See you around, Herschel. And good luck.
Hi, Herschel. The Gap? The Gap is the most advanced case of erotic fixation I have ever seen. So, what's your interest in the Gap? I remember you asking about the sock importer. Are you a therapist, maybe? Oh, his work sounds very... I shouldn't talk about clients. But the Gap itself, well, I just can't help it. Seriously, hon. I have a canny method I've been using for years, and it's never failed before Frederick and his Gap. I think you'll have to torture it out of him.
Ooh, do the torture.
Oh, Hon, I don't know. I've never tried to teach anybody before. I see you thinking about the dishes. Come on.
All right, sweetie. You rest your hip against the counter, angling yourself towards her as she plunges her hands in and out of the sink, filled to the brim with bubbles. The dishes she hands you are hot, clean, and lemon-scented. She picks up a small plastic teapot from the water. A child's toy.
You're so funny. No, listen. If you were to describe this object, you might go for the material, color, decoration. It's plastic, pink, has a crown on the side, and you'd be correct. But you'd also miss the part of the object that makes it what it is, makes it work, gives it purpose, because that's actually what the object doesn't have. It's the empty space inside.
She tips the teapot, pouring water full of glitter and petals into the sink.
Exactly. Clever thing. People are defined by their desires way more than by their possessions. But that's just the concept. How you actually pull off the method is much harder. You have to be like mist, vapor, something that can fill an unseen shape. Then you work out its edges. It'll be easier to just show you. But do you have any questions first? No one. Well, my kids might disagree. If one of them breaks something, I can always tell who.
She lifts a soapy hand from the water and blows on her palm, sending a little cloud of bubbles flying at you.
What kind of evil do you have in mind? I would do that if I thought that it would help someone to be better. Otherwise, I don't really see the point.
A bubble escapes the sink, a floating haphazard dirigible until she pops it.
Okay, though. You might recognize the sensation. I was doing it to you a little over the miracle line.
Thousands of tiny bubbles cling to the dishes, your hands. They float and pop, following all the contours of your fingers. You feel them. She giggles as she pours into your head, tracing lightly over your psyche. Bubbles float around the spaces between your memories. A pleasant little shiver as they pop against the edges.
I'm going to bring you with me now.
You feel the bubbles coalescing around you, supporting you, lighter than air. You're afloat in the space of your own ego.
You are. Now find an empty space. Feel around the edges. See if you can tell what it is. I can see a big one. I'll send you in alone. Your mind is yours.
She purses her lips and blows, lightly, sending you off like a dandelion puff into the nothingness of Herschel Wilk. Your body dissolves, separates, but coheres. You can still feel hard edges against you, even as your mind splits into pieces. You pull yourself together, clambering back into your body, the here and now of the room.
As you say, hon, I think you got the basics.
She exhales happily, giving her kitchen a satisfied look.
Now, go try it on poor Frederick, and let's find out what this gap is all about. Just make sure you come back and tell me when you do.
You lift yourself, elevating your mind until it becomes a floating mist.
Oh, love. I feel you in there. But please don't. I'd rather keep my thoughts to myself.
You bounce away from her, somersaulting backwards through the air and back.
That's okay, sweetheart. I know you were just practicing. See you later.
God, the suit she's wearing.
You're a true shape changer.
I don't think I should be alone right now. You're still leaking. Shh. The gap isn't part of anything. It's the... Shh.
Warm spittle flecks your bare cheek. A little bit gets in your eye. Kill this little shit.
If they are to be believed, an end to the reunion campaigns. Who knows? Do you even comprehend?
Especially him.
Exactly! La Tour Vulgar, the whole post-historical framework, it's teetering. Am I the only... Good. I have enough...
Warily.
If I said I wanted you to touch me...
Pre-orgasmic tremors jiggle the padded shoulders.
You're still leaking. Shh. Keep your voice down.
He may be delusional.
Imagine the consumer. Good. You're still leaking. Look at the city. The Lusians have the most desirable products in every...
The bazaar full of genuine Lusian tech. Gadgets outnumbering people. Their bodies crawling with fresh devices.
Easy for you to glib.
Regulate them straight.
Even the middle-aged female demographic has succumbed. I must redouble my efforts. Look at the city. The Lusians have the most...
The bazaar full of genuine...
She's pitiful. Sad. Even the middle-aged female demo... Did you hear? Look at the city. The Lusians...
The bazaar full of genuine Lusian...
And I'm the dam holding it back. Me! If they are to be believed, an end to the reunion campaigns. No more military advent. Who knows? Do you even comprehend?
Especially him.
Apart to what exactly? Luz has formed
a gross underestimate.
La Tour Vulgar, the whole post is good. I have enough to keep.
Warily, the young... The woman stiffens as you approach, but...
Ah, hello. We meet again.
She's referring to the honor book stall next to her.
Oh. Well...
That certainly wasn't there before.
I knew there was something happening down there, but I admit, I'm a coward and a shell. I chose to look away so long as the review was kept in operation. Gosh, you always seem so naive. I believe you, don't worry. But... Oh, are you alright? Do you need a doctor? Well, I'm glad to hear that you got out of there in one piece. I think that...
I deserve a much worse fate.
Let's talk about something else. All of this is rather grim, and I fear it won't do us any good. Oh. Not to worry. Just a little elevated stress, nothing
There's a bit more to it than that, but she's reluctant to admit it.
Oh. Probably due to you finding me away from my work for once. I'm taking a moment to relax now that the latest issue has wrapped. Ah, about that. The issue won't be going to print, I'm afraid. We've had our funding cut, at least for now. I was told that security needed tightening. That was all. Then they kicked me out.
No doubt due to the security breach you enacted. An unfortunate knock-on effect.
I tried to, but I couldn't finish it, which is always a sign. I aspire to finish every book I pick up. The writer clearly lacked intention and seemed incapable of inserting surface-level sense into his prose, let alone subterranean meanings worthy of excavation.
All those meanings were embedded so deep that she failed to dig them out. All Holocene did was hunt for meaning, especially, perhaps, where it doesn't exist.
Yes, I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm also not one to discourage people from reading. Even still, you may find something in it that I didn't. It's happened before. It's a book of poems called Turned to Fruit. Not much good in it, I'm afraid. There's nothing wrong with them per se. It's more a matter of taste. When you have read as many poems as I have, it's easy to tire of anything that isn't completely fresh. It can be anything. Word combination, structure, the perspective. It could even be a single exquisite metaphor. Of course, I have. Goodbye.
Ahead, the city welcome. The glimmering purple keyboard is...
Many. I take it on tour and have it set up in the hotel room.
Flower on the Precipice has holding hands with strangers on it.
And Yana's favorite.
Has a nice line in it, actually, in the bridge. Could you fall to the very bottom of yourself and stand up in one piece?
Thank you, Yana. I like that one too. Like any of us.
Harder than you think.
The young pop star
Remember, Hirsch, no weird shit around. Later, Hirsch.
You pick up the payphone's hand, etched into the metal. There is no answer. The receiver. You step away.
Loneliest.
His half-hooded eye.
Goodbye.
He twitches sheepishly in his armor of puffy fabric.
He had a gun.
The city reconfigures itself around him. Stranger and scarier than it was before.
How did you didn't get shot?
Finally, some fucking fanfare around here.
That guy's after Yana, isn't he? Do you know who he is? I see. Yo, if anyone asks me about this, what do I say? Okay, I'm good at keeping a secret.
Must be. Yana. Marco's hands vanish into his pockets.
Made the switch from intelligence to security.
Yana's using him as a doorman.
Doorman's a good job. Lots of famous people started as doormen. Yeah, thanks. I've got it all. Just pigeons mainly.
The smuggler inclines his head in silent recognition. Everyone swears silence until it can buy them something. Behind the words, you feel your old accent's ghost. There's a hollow in his voice. He lowers his head.
but he didn't want to share.
His eyes are dark, tired, but still.
And then you remembered you. So you bugged his shit. I can already hear one of those crickets chirping. Glad to know you still got it. Makes sense. Hasn't been much activity from the crickets so far. I'd say check in with me later. Not much to go on so far. Give it a while longer, yeah? See you around.
Your muttered litany is carried away on the wind.
Hey, Stardust. You just keep blowing back. Oh, what happened? Oh. Oh. Does he know where she is? We don't give a shit what your boring jobs are. In the body? Oh, not Moonglow. Oh, to be honest, actually getting shot would be more Moonglow. Serious question. Should we ask him to shoot us? If we went to the hospital, maybe UV would come and visit for the PR of. Easy for you to say. You're all haggard. We're prime targets for creeping men. Ew. So he dominated him. Like, you're the one who brought him up. Shut your lying whore mouth. Stop talking like that. UV would never. But yeah, you're being a lying whore and you should shut your mouth. Please, don't tell us we should be nicer to her. It was too hard. I hate lying. She's just not one of us. You have a serious lying problem. If that were true, then I would literally kill myself. Why? You're lezzing out together. Nonce. Boys have no taste. Thank you. Please? It was too... Thank you. Sure.
Alright, I'm gonna break here. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.